welcome to your Jet2 holiday.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. I'm very grateful that you're here. And so I'm going to jump right into it.
Yes, let's get to it.
I always still get nervous before I stream or do anything. So that's my first question. Do you still get nervous before you turn the camera on?
Yeah, you'll still get nervous. It's not something that goes away. You just get more comfortable, and it's all like, okay, I'm in the zone. Let's get it done. But I always get like little, I guess, butterflies beforehand, and it's still that feeling of like, okay, I got to put on a show. Like, even though it's not an audience watching you like in person, you still have an audience watching you. So you always have that in the back of your mind. But I will say it's easier doing this than if I was on a stage doing it. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, definitely. I absolutely cannot. I would have a panic attack. So, but yeah, this still makes me nervous. And so, when or how did the idea of becoming a content creator happen for you?
Funny you asked that, because how the idea actually came about was, well, let me just start out. First, I was using Snapchat, and that was something that I was able to curate like content from doing Snapchat. And I knew that eventually I had to break off and do something else, because Snapchat, you can't really go anywhere with that. So what ended up happening was that during the pandemic, when I got laid off, I was like, you know what, let me try YouTube. Let me try to see how this is. And so I just went full force into YouTube, and that's kind of how I landed here. But that was the beginning of my journey. I started with Snapchat first, and being able to gain an audience from there, and then I moved over to YouTube. But unfortunately, all the people that followed me on Snapchat did not follow me on YouTube, so I had to start from square one.
Really? But that is, why do you think, and I didn't plan this question, but why do you think you wasn't able to carry that crowd over? Why is that so hard?
I don't know the science to it. The only thing that I can think of is that people don't like trying new things or going to new platforms. It's all like, once they stick on one, they stay on it. Like, you'll notice like you're never able to take like all your people from Instagram or TikTok all over to all your platforms. It's like you'll have a different audience on each one. I don't know why that is, but it happens. But I think just because people are comfortable with what they stick to, they're not trying to download any other apps or do any of that.
Right. That's interesting. And you know what? While you were saying that, it kind of started to make YouTube make a little bit more sense too, with the whole niche thing. Maybe that's why YouTube was really hitting on something with that, because they specific, like, it's hard, like you said, I don't have all these platforms, but I can't even bring people from channel to channel. So that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And so let me see. So do you enjoy it? Do you still enjoy do you enjoy being a content creator?
Yes, I still enjoy it. I still get excited about being able to connect with my audience, being able to do live shows, creating content. I still get excited from it. I will say that at times that it can be challenging, like trying to come up with what to talk about, because sometimes there isn't like really anything that I want to talk about, and I'm all like, okay, well, let me make it sound like I like it. But when I have something that I'm passionate or something that intrigues me, I love doing it.
Yeah, totally. I agree. All right, so that was gonna be my next question too. What do you enjoy most about it? So I guess I mean, yeah, you can tell me, but it sounds like whenever you get to talk about something you're passionate about.
Yeah, I think also too, I will add, is when you find a topic and you're able to really like give insight or input on it from personal experience. Those are the ones that I like connecting with.
Awesome. All right, and so let me see, because I have, oh yeah, this is still this one. So okay, I noticed how you were able to rein in you actually were able to do that on your channel. You were able to rein in 2 algorithms, like with the beef sector and then with the celebrity gossip. So how are you able to do that? That is legendary. That's crazy.
Yeah, thank you. You're the first person that complimented me on that.
What?
Yeah, I've never got that kind of compliment. It's either, you do this or you do that. Never like, oh, you've been able to balance both. The way that I kind of worked at it was I initially started out, well, when I first started out, I was doing like family, relationship, and that kind of stuff. And then like I kind of just stumbled upon like the YouTuber stuff when Jaguar first got on the platform. And then, going into like the different YouTube beasts and stuff like that. But that's not what I was really passionate about. But I mean, I was getting views from it, so I continued to do it, right? But what I really, when I sat down, I was like, okay, well, I want to start like talking about like what's going on and like as far as celebrities and stuff like that. Maybe this is where I need to fit in, because I did try reality TV, but that was, nobody cares about reality TV. So I've always been able to balance the two. So it is a skill. Now that you mention it, yeah, it definitely is a skill, and so I've been able to balance the two.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I think it's pretty evident if somebody actually looks at your channel. So that's kind of crazy that this is the first time you heard that. You can kind of see that. Oh, also politics. No, you've also gained a crowd for politics too.
Yes. I've been really excited about that, just because like I feel like now it's time for me to, especially with this being my 5th year in the game, it's time for me to elevate and just move into a different space and a different era in my life. So I've been very happy with that, because I feel like after a while you have to mature. I don't plan on talking about celebrities into my 50s.
Right, absolutely. Now, do you think you will start another channel for the politics, or are you like, yeah?
I've thought about doing a whole separate channel. I'm not sure if I will do that. I think what it will be is that AT2, my main channel, will just be the politics, and then maybe everything else will be on the backup channel.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, I got some more.
A few moments later.
Yeah. In a folder, AT2 Intel View.
See, you're prepared. I never write anything down.
Oh my gosh. I'm like the ultimate record keeper. Yeah.
I was going to say I probably should start doing that. I will say that. But yeah, I just go off the dome.
Wow, really? You don't ever? Wait, because this is your 5th year. Oh my gosh. That is really good.
Yeah, I never, unless it's something like I have to give like a statistic or something like that. But no, I don't write down.
Oh my gosh, no. I have to like take notes. If I'm going to do a show, then I definitely try to take notes, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not. I get so nervous.
Mm-hmm.
And so, okay. Oh my gosh. Now this, I'll say that this is what ChatGPT helped me curate over there. These are mine. So there's only a few of these. And then we go back to mine. Okay. So you've been in the middle of some big online beefs. What's one fallout you don't regret at all? Now, I'm specifically going to ask if you're okay with answering it.
Oh, yeah. Ask me anything.
Okay. Because I want to know, what is this thing going on with Judge Shady Court and Donuts? Separately, but I have to know, because I have no idea. Whoever you want to start with first.
Wait, you said Judge Shady and who else?
Donuts.
Oh, okay. I'll start out with Judge Shady, because that one I actually care about answering. Okay. So with Judge Shady, we first met online. We first met in 2020, like around like November-ish 2020. So during the pandemic, and we started around the same time. So, I had about 1,000 subscribers. Like, and here's the thing, like, I always tell newer content creators to find you a community of people who match you and like who are in your, I don't want to say subscriber count, but I do feel like it is important to curate that team of people and content creators you can do shows with, because usually when you ask a larger content creator, they either avoid you or say no. So,
Yes.
finding people. Oh, so you know what I'm talking about, right?
Because I had no idea. That's why I'm like that. Because this is probably like my 4th year on here, and look like I'm like you from and like I'm so grateful for you even agreeing to this because I had no idea YouTube was like this. Like the first person that I emailed to like do something and work with was Funky Daniva. When I first came to YouTube.
Wow! Oh, you was really going. You was shooting for the stars, huh?
And I didn't know that because I didn't know anything about YouTube. Like I didn't know.
No, if you don't have a name or some kind of clout they can get from you, they don't want to hear from you.
You're right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this guy is so cool. Oh my God. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, I've always said that I love doing interviews with smaller content creators because if there's any way that I can help, I don't mind. I remember first starting out, I wish like people would offer me at least a hand or something like that. But it is what it is. But anyway, I started out with Judge Evie. At the time, her name was Dear Yvette Says. So Dear Yvette Says, we were cool. We had curating a friendship. Then there was some drama that happened with, I forgot what the initial issue was, but I remember I got irritated with her on the phone and I was like, you know what? I got headaches and hemorrhoids. I gotta go. And so, I do a community post and I go like, I have a friend who's dealing with something right now. They're dealing with addiction. And so she thought I was talking about a family member of hers, but I was actually talking about her. But I never said her name or anything. Yeah, I never said a name or anything like that. And still today she said, yeah, this person said that you said the post was about me, but I never put her name, so I don't even know how she knew the post was about. I don't know. I don't care. But yes, it was about you. She already knows this. And what I meant by addiction, I meant alcohol. I feel like when she starts drinking that liquor, she turns into a completely different person. I know she turns into a completely different person. Let me put a factual on it. So with that being said, she then decided to partner up with a whole bunch of women that didn't like me, and they started this whole campaign that I hate Black women and all this stuff. So what she thought was funny was to take it upon herself and start a nasty rumor about me. And so mind you, this is when I was first starting out. So she's telling these people, and then a content creator says it on their channel and blasts it everywhere, and then everybody started attacking me. So since then, our relationship has been strained, and I've tried to do the whole, okay, well, forgive her, she said she didn't say that and all this other stuff. And I think, to tell you the truth, I never forgave her fully. And the reason being is because I never felt like I could actually trust her. I feel that she'll just go wherever the wind blows. And it's all like, you're supposed to have my back. You can't be over here trying to befriend the enemies and, enemies and the foes. Like, you're supposed to be on my side. And so the kind of loyalty that I wanted, I'm never going to get from her. So there's no point in being friends.
Wow, that's crazy. Why did you think she started this? Okay, because of the whole, she thought you called her an alcoholic or whatever. Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah.
And, the only thing I can speak to that is to the alcoholism. I am a recovered alcoholic.
Oh, wow.
I drank for like most of my life. And absolutely, I can agree that you are a different person when you're not drinking, because if people understand, like if you drink every day, then you're in this state of being a drunkard. And that's just the truth. That's just what I was, because you can't, or even if every couple days out of the week, you know what I'm saying? Because that alcohol never leaves your brain. And so it's still foggy, so, and being on the other side of that, I'm like a whole, like, better person. So.
Right. And because I don't want to say all the moments with her were horrible, but it's one of the things where I don't know if it's just the alcohol or you're just a really selfish person and you don't care and you're just trying to get some. Because my thing is like, you've been on the platform as long as me. Why don't you have the same amount of subscribers as me? Why do you only have 2,000 subscribers? You should have as much as I do.
Yeah. Did she ever apologize for the nasty rumor?
She did apologize. I will say that she apologized. Did she mean it? No, I don't think she mean it. I think it was just more or less like, okay, well, let me apologize to set you up.
Wow, and that's crazy. I think that's crazy because, and I see every now and then she's always saying, it's always like these posts and then they're like about you, but you really did ignore it. Don't pay any mind and stuff. So I'm like, what is going on with that? So it seems like that's really strange. Then why did she keep doing the thing? Maybe she like miss your friendship and doesn't quite know how to say that.
Listen, give me $1,000 and everything's over. Yeah, $1,000 and we can be cool.
Okay. So now we know what it takes to end that.
Yeah, she can buy me back.
She can buy me back. Sounds good to me. So moving on to Do Not. What is up with and by the way, the guy is back. He's so obsessed. He's back on YouTube under a fan page account. Did you see that?
Is it really a fan page?
Right. Right. That is the most. He's like the most narcissistic entity I've ever encountered. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy insane.
Yeah. I think with that person, there's no good in him. Like, there literally, I remember one time he said, yeah, I'm a demon. And I was all like, oh, wow, you really are a demon. You're not just saying that. And so I just feel that with that individual, there's no point in trying to curate a friendship or acquaintanceship. It's like, I want nothing. I'll actually give you an exclusive. He sent me an email a couple of weeks ago saying like, oh, I don't know if you have any animosity towards me and all this other stuff. And, I let it go and try to do this kumbaya shit. And first of all, the way he started the email was that saying that I'm responsible for somebody's channel getting struck. And I was all like, I don't even really know this lady. Like, I know she came in my chat one time, but after she did some shady shit, I just left her alone. So I'm all like, I don't even know what you're talking about with that. Like, I didn't strike nobody. And so it was just the way the email was curated. It was something like, oh, I didn't take anything personal. I was playing the dozens. Well, dozen your ass back to jail. I don't have time for all that shit. Like, I read it, like, eventually because I was like, it was in my email, and I was like, let me just read it and see what it says. And I was like, oh, some bullshit. Yeah.
That's wild. So what is the purpose of that? So first you starting out with, hey, I got some dirt on you or something that you tried to do. Then it's like, hey, but we can be cool. What? Yeah.
And I think what it was is that, oh, I want AT2 to talk about me again. Like, he went on someone's channel and was all like, yeah, you need to put me in your title. No, not at all.
No. And then and if anything, what I would do is break this down and maybe put a clip of it. But yeah.
Because my thing is like, it's not to the point where it's YouTube. It's real life now. You're gonna have to have some real life consequences. That's it. I'm not doing the YouTube back and forth because that to me is not fun. It has to be real life consequences in order for me to really get past. And and I'm not gonna say what those consequences are, but
so
protect your neck.
I wasn't even aware of that. What's the situation with him? What's that?
You mean with the jail thing?
No, with just like your guys' interaction. Why are you guys not even cool? Like, I don't even know why you guys are not even cool.
With me, I'll say this. Once you start messing with my family, and then it's not even just my family, it's like my nieces and nephews and posting them online, that's weird behavior. Like, I'm not going to, there's nothing that we can possibly talk about. Listen, I'll say this: we don't need to do no talking.
Yeah. What was this about? A beef sector thing? And then he just decided to.
No, he's just psychotic.
Just decided to pick on you. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that because he turned on Sherelle and her husband Perry, and I saw that coming.
Good. I'm happy about that.
And remember, I even did the video. I literally saw that, and I literally said that using you as a pawn with them, and he was going to turn them too. So yeah, I think that he's just that kind of guy. That's really sad. I actually thought maybe you guys had some sort of a history or something, like maybe you dated or something. I don't know, because that's because I've never watched an entire video of Donuts. It's very I don't see who could do that on their free time because it's just very like yelling and all this negative. And I'm like, what? This is not.
Well, when you don't like yourself, this is why you act erratic, and this is why you act like you don't have any common sense because you weren't raised, with your family, so you don't know how to act in real life. And I think also too, there's just not any redemption in him. As far as like, I feel like it's kind of like one of those people that come on the internet and they try to befriend all the YouTubers and stuff like that. And that's natural. People try to do that, network and stuff like that. But his MO is that he'll befriend you just to then attack you and flip on you and turn on. I don't have time for all that.
Yeah,
like I thought being cool, trying to be the adult worked and trying to like, okay, well, it'll pacify things and he won't act crazy. No, he's literally crazy.
Mean. Yeah, he's being mean. So, and okay, let me see. Let me go back to this. So that's it for them. I pretty because don't not. That's pretty much what I thought it was anyway. I just thought it was a big bully, and so yeah, there was nothing personal there, just more bullying. Let me see. Okay, so if you could erase one video of yours or someone else's from YouTube forever, which one would it be?
Anything that the quote unquote fan page has posted about me, probably all those. Yeah.
Fan page? Okay.
Yeah, anything the fan page posted, yeah, erase all those.
Okay.
Well, technically they have been erased.
Oh, really? I've not even checked out the entire channel. I just saw that there was a video up and it's like a side profile. I'm like, what? The guy's back? Crazy. Oh my gosh, I thought that because my thing was going. And so let me see. In the gossip space, how do you decide what's worth covering versus what's just noise?
I think the believability of it, like if it's something that I don't believe, then I don't report on it. But if it's something like I can see happening or like it's confirmed, then I will talk about it. I think a lot of times we hop on just any story and I'm kind of like, I don't think that's the right route to go, just hopping on any story. Like you have to feel passionate about what you're talking about.
Perfect. And speaking of that sidebar, what do you think really happened with Tamar? Do you think she really, go.
No, I don't think that she was sleepwalking. I think she was on that goose that made her feel loose and she was drunk, she blacked out, and then she busted her mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I think too. And so let me see. Okay. You clearly understand the algorithm. What's one trick or tip you use that most YouTubers miss?
That's a very good question. I think one of the things that I use is like the 30-second countdown. Some people get like sick of it, but I personally use the 30-second countdown because it gives me time to let the chat interact while I ask them a question, do the 30-second countdown, and then I can take a drink or do whatever, during that 30 seconds just to take a breather and then continue with the show. That break is necessary for me. So
I love that 30-second countdown as a viewer. I love it. I think it's exciting.
Thank you.
So I love that. That is true. So what's one popular YouTuber people think you're cool with, but you low-key can't stand? I was not so sure about that question. Again, that's ChatGPT 3.
Well, I feel like everybody knows who I don't really care for or who I rock with. I think yeah, I think I'm pretty much open with everybody who I don't like, and there's not someone who like, oh yeah, AT2 is cool with this person, but they're not really somebody who I really like. Yeah, I'm not really sneaky like that. Like if I don't like you, then we just don't have any communication. But no problems or issues. But and then when it's not good, you know that it's not good. Yeah, there's nothing secret. Yeah.
Yeah. As a viewer, I would agree. I would agree with that. Okay,
Yeah.
and so now we're on like the last set, and I put donut in there, so we covered that. But the Maggie lawsuit, I remember you saying something about Maggie lawsuit. What is this about?
So I don't know how or why she filed this lawsuit. So she had a lawyer draft up a lawsuit, but the lawyer is not attached to the lawsuit. She still has to find a lawyer. So she's trying to sue Danny, Lady Letitia, and YouTube. I don't know what for. I didn't actually pay attention to it. All I know is that it's not something serious. I wouldn't look at it like, oh yeah, they're going to end up going to court. She doesn't even have a lawyer yet. So yeah, no telling what's going to end up happening from that lawsuit. It's just content.
Yeah,
that's the way I see it.
Yeah, okay. And is this Danny Robertson? Like,
yes.
Oh, okay. So this is the one that's like behind the avatar for a very long time, did all the digging. Okay, got it. Wow. Okay. So is that why she's gonna sue her, because she's like dug into her personal business or something?
Yeah, I think that's a part of it too. But I know that she struck her channels and then got her channels taken down. So I think that's a part of it too. Like that's why I say I don't know what exactly like the claims are. I just know that that's a part of it.
That was gonna be my next question, because I thought I saw, and I had like I did have a screen recording of that. I thought I saw that Maggie's channel is like gone. Like she has like she started like a new channel.
The original is gone. Yeah, the new channel, it's like under like a similar name. Like she changed the wording backwards or something like that.
Okay, so wow, so that channel is gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I emailed her too. I emailed her too for an interview.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I emailed her the Wiley Show. Her, because I felt like Jaguar chased me out of there. And then also
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that whole interaction.
That's why I emailed her to interview her, but I more so kind of just wanted to talk like about that. And I wasn't like ready any earlier than now to like revisit it. So yeah. So that's why I actually went to look. Yeah. So wow, that's crazy. So she's gonna, I think that what do you think that lawsuit's gonna end up being? Well, let's say it's not for content.
I don't think people realize with these lawsuits you have to have money. Every time a lawyer files something or does something, like you have to pay them. It's gonna be very costly. And if she's online begging for money all day, like you're not gonna be able to afford it. And the jurisdiction, I don't know how it works with Canada versus the US. Like I don't know how it works when it's international.
Right. Yeah, that's I agree. The money, follow the money. That's what
right. Follow the money.
Chris Norland, that's a channel on YouTube. He's a politics channel. You should check him out. Since you like
okay. I'll check it out.
Yeah, he's Asian. He always says follow the money, and literally you can see the country going down when you do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
All right, and so the love triangle. You were talking about a love triangle. What is this love triangle? I love love triangle.
Trouble with this damn interview.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Like I don't talk to anybody like in the chat. If you notice, like if somebody ever says, "Hey, GASLIT," and that's like the far as people go talking to me.
Yeah. So there's these three content creators who are in this love triangle, right? I'm gonna try to be nice when I explain this. So originally, JR from Night and Day was talking to Melanie Jones, and she was their moderator for years. She, curated like, some kind of parasocial relationship, right? So I guess they started talking outside the platform of YouTube, and they were kind of getting chummy, and then all of a sudden she started noticing that he kind of became distant. Well, that's where the IO chick, or EO, she came in the mix, and like all of a sudden he decided to go with the EO chick. And so then Melanie felt like she got done dirty and played because she felt like they were curating something, but it was never real. He's a typical man. Like, it's not real for us. We just, we supposed to play around. And it's the internet too. And here's my thing, because they're all mad at me and I don't care. If you don't want to, like, my thing is like, if you don't care about what happens, and you're fine with having these virtual relationships, then don't be embarrassed when we talk about it. Mm-hmm. You put it out there for us to talk about it. Don't be embarrassed by it, And we way too old to be getting catfish now. Like, but if you like it, I love it. I don't care anymore. I don't care.
So that's why they're mad at you, because you talk about it, because you even talk about it.
Yeah, because I mentioned some details, and like both sides are saying, oh, he got it wrong. He don't know what he's talking about. But the thing is, the reason why they don't like me in the black tea sector is because I know the truth. I know the history. And so they will try to recreate the history or rewrite it and make it seem like it was something that it was not. But all three of y'all are liars.
Oh my God.
Simple as that.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I only know of the Night and Day network. I don't know about any other, and I stopped watching them like for some time ago.
I don't even know if they still post, to tell you the truth.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it seemed like they had like a thing going, and then Jaguar came, and then it just went down.
No, I think it was a love triangle, but
love triangle? Okay, maybe I just stopped watching.
Yeah, after that love triangle thing, it was never the same.
It was never oh no.
Yeah, don't fall in love on the tube or your channel will go down the tube. I'll say that.
Wait, so they were posting like things about their relationship on Night and Day Network?
No, not like that. I think what it was is that, because you got to think about it. If your channel is curated with two people, right, and one person is out there being messy and getting in the mess, and then you're not in the mess, then that can complicate, because it's two people, right? So that can kind of like complicate the business and stuff like that. And so I'm pretty sure there was probably something with all that mess going on that the other one probably didn't want to be a part of, and I respect it. And I don't know this for a fact, but like I said, it has not been the same since that love triangle. I can put money on it that that's probably why it hasn't been the same. And
that's a shame. That's a real shame, because they were curating something over there, like I think a website and merch and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I think they still post. I just don't watch.
Yeah. It's so Wiley. Wiley, I think, is the last. Yeah, because I knew of Wiley first. Like I saw first it was Armand talking about Wendy Williams, and I was like, oh my gosh, she feels the same way I feel about Wendy. And then I saw when you're looking at watching Armand, and somehow Wiley comes up, and then Wiley came up. I was like, oh my god, this guy's hilarious. And he's talking about Tasha K and all this stuff, and then so. But then some time comes by, and then I finally found you. And I'm like, wait, this guy's cool as crap. And I'm like, this guy reminds me like Wiley, but he's more sophisticated. He's like different. But but they both like make me smile and stuff. I'm like, this is crazy. And I'm like, do they know each other? And if so, why don't they work together?
We can't work together because he's a CUNT. That's why we can't work together. But I think also too, and you'll discover this as you go along. Anytime you surpass somebody with subscriber count or clout or attention, they will turn on you. They will make it seem like it's something else that happened, but really there was nothing else, because I went to his little meetup because I was invited by Couture Bay. I went to his little meetup, and my thing is like, if you had any kind of pressure or you needed to say something or get it off your chest, you could have said it then. Most of the time you were mute to me. So, you know, all this internet stuff about, oh, you turned on my friend and you did this, and I was never friend with the person he's claiming I was friends with. Monica, all about the tea. We were never friends. So I don't know where he's getting that from. And my thing is like, you don't even know the situation. So why don't you keep your mouth shut?
Yeah.
I think Wiley has been nasty and evil to people because he feels like, damn, I should be in this spot. And let me tell you something. He is talented. He should already have, like, you know, a couple of 100,000 subscribers. I do think he has the talent, but his jealousy and that trolling that he does, it's a turnoff. I think it worked in 2020, but now we're 5 years later. That same troll, listen, that trolling got your ass in jail.
Is he still trolling again? Did he start that again?
Listen,
I don't watch
he
too much.
was born a troll. How do you stop being a troll?
WileyShow.com.
Yeah. How do you stop it if you? Yeah, that's your moniker.
Right. Oh, that's a shame. Well, I didn't know that it was like malicious. I think before he went to prison for the Walmart thing, there was definitely some real like hatred and jealousy, and I saw that. I didn't like that. I even started a little thing, time to troll Wiley, because of that whole thing, you know. Because I see, you know, I'll see the best in people, but I also see like what could be wrong, and I'm like, hey, get it together, you know what I mean? So,
right.
But I say outside of that, he's cool. But it seems like I thought jail really humbled him. I thought that really humbled him. But I don't watch all the time though, so.
Yeah. You know, I will say there probably is a change in him, but with me and him, no, he can't be cool. And I even tried after the jail thing, and then he was still throwing shots and saying that I turned on my friends and all. I don't have time for it, so I don't even watch them anymore. Like I used to, like be like, okay, if you don't like me, I can still watch your content. If I go to the point where I'm all like, no, I hate you, I don't want to watch your content.
Yeah, you don't enjoy it, so no. Mm-mm. All right, well, oh my gosh, okay, the telephone. Okay, so then this is the last one, just really quickly. I just think about your okay before the telephone game. Okay, so this one is think about because it was like you said, people don't want to give people a chance. So think about your perception of me before the interview, like when you very first saw me on the thing, like even before I contacted you, when you first saw me on YouTube, and then now, like what has changed, if anything?
I think you're pretty much the same. For me, I don't see too much of a difference. I think maybe the confidence is different, you know, like you're more confident. And I think you'll find your confidence as you go along. Like, I feel that you're still in the process of figuring it out. But to me, you're pretty much the same. Like, you're not, I wouldn't say like you defaulted, or I wouldn't say that you, you know, changed too much. Like, I would say you're still the same from when I first met you till now.
Okay, cool. Just all right. Well, thank you for that. And so in the telephone game, so let's say you had a telephone and you can call anybody, dead or alive, anybody. Who would it be? And like, what would you say?
Oh. That's a good question. Something that I can think of off the top of my head, I would call Kamala Harris, because I'm actually going to the book tour, and the backstage meet and greet that was sold out. So I would call her and be like, "Hey, can I get the backstage for free? The backstage tickets, so yeah, so I can meet her." Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh well, I wish you well with that. Stay
Thank
safe
you.
out there, because like the political arena is getting crazy. They're getting like the beef sector in real life.
Yes, it's getting very real life.
It's too much. It's too much.
Yes.
So thank you so much, AT2. Thank you for joining me here for your Jet2 holiday.
Yes. I hope I don't get you in too much trouble.
Oh no. I've already all my YouTube stuff was kicked out of the bedroom. So that was already done. And now I'm in this little room.
Yeah, and I like how you have the lights in the back.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I like that.
I love like this, all this, like even like the purple. I love that. If I can get it like all like that, then that'll be perfect.
Yeah, I want some kind of like, because the backlight that I've seen is like kind of small, and I was like, no, I need like something large so I can like light the back with like a color or something like that,
This is a light stick. This is a whole light stick I got off Amazon.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's a good idea. If you do like it, then I think maybe that's something, because I've seen other YouTubers, like when I was first starting YouTube, I went to like, their channels, and then they kind of put links and everything to what you need and everything.
That is smart. You taught me something. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so I said, and when you just said that, I was thinking like, all right, well maybe I'll do that, and I'll just put the link to Amazon for the light, and then this little Japanese partition.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So just
I need to start doing that too, like putting the stuff that I use and then put in so I can make some money.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's why they do it. Yeah, I'm a little smart, but some things don't connect.
Yeah, they get commission off them. That's why, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you interviewing me. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
No problem.
And I'll see you next time. Oh, that was awesome, guys. So, guys, if you like this video, if you like this interview, don't forget to share this interview, like this video, consider subscribing to the channel and AT2 channel, and I'll see you next time. It was awesome. I'm gonna have lipstick on my teeth because I've been so bad.